How I came to know Tim was when I joined the firm about 13 years ago. Tim was one of the first people I met. What he did in BV world was really just starting to take off as a specialty back then. And so when I think of what he did for, quote, the profession, I think he took it in a direction it hadn't gone before. He was real instrumental in that in my mind when I step back and look at it.
Yeah, I've worked with Tim quite a bit over the last probably 10 plus years. He's done a number of evaluations for my clients over the years, and also just been a great resource. Oftentimes we have clients with questions about the value of their business or maybe looking at selling their business, and just pick up the phone and call Tim and just bounce different ideas off of him.
I was fortunate enough to, while the time felt really short, I was fortunate enough to have a few years working side by side with Tim as he groomed me up for taking over the practice. And then Tim started to focus more on the succession planning area, which he was extremely passionate about.
I'm Bruce Bernard. I worked at Ray for 25 years, and half of that time was with Tim, directly working with him in the business valuations and merger and acquisitions. And I can tell you, he's deserving of this award. And even more than that, he's just a great guy.
I would say Tim's whole body of work would really be why he deserves this award. All aspects of being a professional, internally and externally. I saw a stat that he's done 3,000 projects over the course of his career, and being able to serve all those clients and in the level of work that he's provided to those, and then working with other service providers and really building out not only a name for Ray and Associates, but for the profession itself.
He's just always looking for ways to add value to the group and to clients, and I think that a lot of people at Ray have looked up to him over the years.
He took the typical per hour work, and he bid on a whole job, and I think he brought that into the profession, especially in the state of Ohio. I think he was pretty instrumental in that. He was able to bring that over to what I do too, especially in the dental side. What we're doing for practices probably wouldn't exist without his help, whether he realizes it or not.
I think Tim has become one of the top valuation experts not only in the state of Ohio, but around the country. He's done a lot of speaking engagements just to share his expert knowledge. I know he's had a number of other accountants and attorneys that have called him for his expertise in certain situations. He's kind of become that go-to person in the industry, in the area of business valuations.
He's comfortable in any situation. He's done many conferences, CLE, CPE events. He's worked with so many people. He's been, in the community for a long time, working with Ray's clients, with outside clients, and helping them to grow their business and succeed in their business. I just think he's made an impact on a lot of anybody he comes into contact with, an impact on their lives. I think that's the part of his job I think he really enjoyed, was working with the business owners and really helping them grow their business and getting them to succeed.
One of the things that impressed me so much during my interview with Tim was that he had authored a couple of books, Know and Grow, The Value of Your Business. And I took that book home and read it, and I was very impressed with the way Tim broke down valuation of a company and really put it into layman's terms, made it easy to understand for the average business owner.
What we're doing for practices probably wouldn't exist without his help, whether he realizes it or not. To go out and put a value on a price of a practice that you're going to sell to the dental community. There's certain ways to do that. And while everybody was on board with us doing it and everything like that, I couldn't go out to the public and do it without Tim's blessing on how we were doing it. I knew it was the right way, and I had researched it the right way, but there's no way I was going to let that go out without his blessing. And I know everybody in the firm felt the same way. Once he gave it the blessing, we were good with it. So we wouldn't be doing what we're doing in Mentor with the dental segment with PMA without his help.
Tim's built a practice and sustained it. He founded the BB practice when he came to Ray and Associates, and being able to maintain that revenue and client base all these years, and having to turn that over has it's a really big accomplishment.
For people who have never worked with them, he kind of steps back and looks at the big picture, and he can relate to a lot of different situations. When I joined the firm, the word Google had not worked its way into our vocabulary yet. Did you Google that? Well, Tim was the first one that started that. And so I knew never call Tim unless I Googled something first. And I still practice that today with everybody. I was going to buy him a t-shirt one time that said Google Tim on it. I didn't know if I could use the Google letters though. I think there might be a copyright problem with that. But I nicknamed him Google Tim.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember one of my probably earlier team retreats, probably 10, 15 years ago. We had a number of our employees get up and just talk about their area of expertise, and Tim was one of the speakers that particular year. I remember just after hearing him speak, how fortunate we are as a firm to have Tim with us. Just the knowledge and experience that he brought with him that we could tap into for our clients.
And there's the saying that those who can't teach, well, Tim was one of these people that really knew his subject matter. I mean, he was great at it as a professional at Ray, but he could also teach it.
I don't think I attended a single networking event in Columbus that someone didn't come up to me and say, "Oh, you work at Ray and Associates? Do you know Tim McDaniel?" I said, "Yes, I work with Tim." Everyone knows Tim, and everyone likes Tim. He's a very likable person, and he's easy to get along with, and he's easy to talk to, and I think that seems like maybe not such an important thing, but I think it truly is an important thing because Tim was able to have a very long and a very successful career at Ray, not only because of his expertise, but because of his ability to connect with people on a very personal level.
And he was always available. He's always available for a question or a phone call or something like that. But what gets me the most about how he works, when you think about how he helped the profession in general, he follows up. He followed up with the firm on firm matters, personal matters. Even if he didn't say he was going to, he'd call you and just ask how things are going. And he follows up. That's one of the things I think he's taught the profession, and that's why when I came to Ray, everybody knew him in the accounting community because he brought the service that he does, I think, into the mainstream of every firm, especially in Ohio. Everybody knows him.
There were oftentimes questions that we get that we need that specialist, that expert that we can tap into, and Tim has really been that person that we can go to specific questions. You could always put in front of clients, and he did a great job explaining himself in front of clients, and he just again became a go-to person, an amazing resource that we could tap into. It really make us all look good.
The thing about Tim for me, if you've been keeping up with his story over the last year or so, you really know the courage that he has as a person, and being able to face this challenge. And kind of on a lighter note, just what I've noticed working, and I really admire about Tim over the years, is a different type of courage. Is just the courage to tell a joke. Right, we're in a stressful environment, and professional environment, and Tim always brought a lighter side to things in any kind of meeting. Stressful or not, Tim's always good for a joke. And
bringing non-CPA thinking and non-CPA billing into the mainstream of firms now. In fact, a lot of what we're doing in the firm is because of guys like him bringing it into our profession.
I think he's just made a lasting impact on everybody that he's consulted with or worked with over the years.
And what I admire about Tim is that he brings his personal passions into work. So from day one, he shared with me things that he really enjoyed doing outside of the office. It was always evident how much he loves his children, and Tim did not postpone joy in his life. That would be a key takeaway.
What would I like people to know about Tim? He's a Christian soldier. He's a great partner. He's a great friend. He is he's an ALS warrior, and he's turned out to be my hero. So, been very privileged to know him since I joined the firm.
What a great person he is. That he's kind, caring, funny, full of faith, loves his family, cares deeply about people. I think everybody that's met Tim knows that. So, and I just want everybody to know how special he is to me and what a difference he's made in my life.
Him and I have both had some personal challenges in our lives the last 5 years, and really developed a great bond, a great friendship. Oftentimes, even late at night, we'd exchange text messages or phone calls to check in on each other and see how each of us were doing, and really could tell how caring Tim was. He really cared about me as an individual, and that's just who Tim is. He only cares about his job and his career, but really cares about people.
And what was so wonderful about Tim is that he provided a lot of encouragement and support, and at the same time gave me my space and my freedom to carve out my career path at Ray.
So as great as he is in the profession, that actually even just pales to comparison to just what a great person he is.
So Tim, I want to say congratulations on this award. You are one of the most deserving people I know. You've been my mentor, my friend, the best mentor I've ever had in my life for these last 20 years. I've enjoyed working with you. I know everybody in the profession that knows you has enjoyed working with you. And congratulations on winning this award. You deserve it.
Hey Tim, congratulations on receiving the Chet Stocker Award to the profession. Thanks. Love you, buddy. Take care.
Congratulations, Tim, on this award. Nobody deserves it more. Congrats.
Tim, I'm really excited for you for this award. It's well deserving, and congratulations.
I'd just like to congratulate Tim on winning this award. Very well deserved.
Tim, congratulations on receiving the Chet Stocker Award. I can't think of anyone more deserving than you, and I appreciate that I've had you as a mentor and as a friend. Thank you, Tim.